Welcome back, viewers, to Let's Play Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. So we've rescued Ethon, and we've taken another optional side quest from this woman, Osala, whose lover has gone missing. We suspect that he may be involved with whatever plot the Thieves Guild is involved with, the new Thieves Guild. We took a shortcut from the sewer level back to the surface, which we'll probably just take back. And here we go.
I can't do that here.
Oh, my bad. Not sure how long I'll go on today. I may actually... Definitely to the end of this sewer level, possibly farther. Not sure. Been staying up really late, so I actually don't... It's been kind of unpredictable that way, so I may just play for like hour and a half, 2 hours even. We'll see. So let's see, we cleared out this area with kobolds. And then there was the bugbear chieftain who we also killed. So yeah, this actually leads to the next level of the sewers. On another note, I've actually been, I upped the video bitrate again. I don't know if it'll help, actually, because I can't change the resolution. I've actually tried different formats, and none of them actually show up in the capture program, so I guess I'm kind of stuck with this until I can either get a better capture device or get something, maybe like some kind of a DVR or something that'll capture like much higher quality. But for now, I'm pretty much stuck with this, so you guys will have to bear with me. Oh, wasn't ready for that. Oh, it's two of them, no less. Cheese tactic doesn't work as well when there are two of them. Okay. Not taking too much damage though, so. This might be easier if they all had like health bars, but we don't get that, so. But at least it lets you see how much damage you are doing. Oh, another one. At least I wasn't fighting three at once. Let's see, now what? Wow, a lot of them. Totally forgot about that. Yeah, so we'll be running into more bugbears, and I believe I mentioned this before, a lot of weird slime monsters and these big blue gelatinous blobs almost. Which I don't know. As far as I know, they have no basis in D&D or Forgotten Realms, but I'm definitely not an authority on D&D, so. Whoa. Come on. I'm hoping I'm able to buy the that enchanted bow sometime this video or this session. You know, worn leather boots. I'm thinking those aren't very good. I might actually not even bother with buying armor. I'll just see what I can find. Or just stick with whatever I find. Let's see. Hopefully that's all of the bugbears. And I guess at this point they aren't all that dangerous to me, but they are still... Oh, here we are. Yeah, if any of you know what the hell this is, please tell me, because I'm still confused by this. So I don't want to be in the way of that. So let me switch weapons, and I'll try to kind of snipe him. I think I just discovered another AI exploit, because I can hit him, but he's not close enough that he can target me, it seems. And they just melt when they die. Really weird enemy, and never really gotten that. To the best of my recollection, this is really the only level in the game that you actually find these. Oh. Oh, the only area in the game, even that you find them. Oh, sounded like he dropped something. Light mace. Okay. Oh. This might be easier if I had my arrow spells, but I don't yet. As you'll recall, I was actually planning to save up for save my level points for either shock arrows or exploding arrows. Either one will come in very handy later. It's kind of a tricky thing. I don't want to give away too much of what happens, but it would be nice if I could let you guys in on my plan. But I kind of don't want to spoil the game for those of you who've never played this. I mean, this is definitely no, you're not going to get the depth out of this that you might get out of an actual RPG, but you know, it's still it's fun, good mindless fun, I think. Okay, more kobolds. So what have I got to sell? Yes, I'm actually getting quite a bit of money at this point, but so I could sell that, but I don't know. I might need that. I'd rather hold on to it, honestly. I'm sure I'll probably find something better at some point, but it could be a while. I would honestly prefer like a regeneration amulet or maybe strength. I don't know. I'm kind of philosophically opposed to boosting stats like that, just because it becomes kind of a crutch, and I hate having to rely on like a strength boost from an item to like let me even equip armor or something. I hate that. I have done it, but I really don't like having to rely on buffs like that just to like equip things that I want to equip. Like I'd rather just build my attributes naturally and be able to equip things that way. I don't know, that's just my own personal view of it. Even in like Diablo, I don't like doing that. Actually, I don't want to go that way yet. Ooh. I'm really hoping that game comes out this year. From what I've heard, it may have only been a rumor though, so don't take my word for that at all, please. As far as I know, there is no official release date. I think it's like TBA, to be announced. Yeah, but this year, so I don't know. Anyone who's familiar with Blizzard's habits for releasing games is almost certainly skeptical of that. I won't save here. At least they gave you plenty of time to get between them. It's not as bad as having like in Oblivion when you're exploring like Alien ruins and you have to dodge like the pendulums of death and all the like crazy booby traps. And a lot of times they'll just trigger randomly. Like a lot of times they'll activate at certain intervals, so you'll have a couple of seconds to run through it. But other times it'll just activate and like just make one pass and then stop completely, which I don't get. But I think I had previously stated as well that I was looking forward to Skyrim, the Elder Scrolls V. Just hoping they do away with a lot of the things about Oblivion that have annoyed a lot of fans, mainly like the well, for me my main peeve with Oblivion was just the I wasn't opposed to the idea of the level scaling. I had mostly issues just with the way that it was implemented, because I discovered that it really that game basically becomes just unfair and almost unplayable unless you're leveling your character in a really specific way, and like ironically, you have to select as major skills those skills that you don't really intend to use, because if you level up too quickly, you're not actually gaining enough bonuses to your attributes. But the game doesn't really take that into account, but because the enemies, the rate at which the enemy's strength increases is dependent solely on your level. So even if you're not gaining any strength, they are, and they're gaining strength and hit points and better equipment. So it just becomes like really just tedious fighting one enemy. But that's mainly the reason I've never actually beaten Oblivion, just because it gets so frustrating and impossible. Because I made the mistake of playing Oblivion the way I had played Morrowind. I mean, I'd never actually beaten Morrowind either. I'd gotten really far in it though, but at least the Morrowind, the game actually, you know, rewarded me for building my skills. It didn't, you know, it didn't punish me for leveling up. Actually, I'm still right in the middle of a Morrowind game that I had started, and that's with the Tribunal expansion as well as Blood Moon. I've actually beaten the Tribunal part, so I've done the whole thing with Sothis Sil and Almalexia. Right now, I think I'm trying to get the recommendations from the Great Houses, I believe. So I actually am about 2/3 of the way through that, and I'll probably beat that at some point. But again, I don't really want to LP either of those, mainly because those are like that's maybe 100-hour plus commitment if you're not just rushing through the main plot. And really, what's the fun if you're just going to rush through the main plot? Kind of like Oblivion. I mean, you can basically, unless you mod it so that the enemies don't scale, you basically have the choice of either pursuing the main quest or just doing whatever, dicking around and exploring, because you can't really do both. For the reasons that I've stated. And we should probably just get back to this game. I'm going on way too long about other things, but I just needed to make that known.